Hey guys, welcome back to Popcorn and Champagne.
This is season 4, episode 3.
Woo! Hey Tony.
Hey Tiff, what's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm living.
New you, girl. Listen, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you go to our YouTube page, which is Popcorn and Champagne.
Yes, and make sure you subscribe to our Instagram page, which is popcorn_champagne.
Yes, or wherever you get your podcast.
That's right.
That's
right.
You good?
I'm good.
Everything was good with your procedure last week?
Yes. All clean.
Wonderful.
Colon
Yay.
is clean as a whistle.
I love it. Wonderful.
If I could whistle, I can't whistle.
Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Well, I'm very happy that everything turned out
Thank
good
you.
for
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So now it's time for
Infotainment. Ooh. Now, let me just say this now. Alabama. Y'all have been in the news. This is the second scandal that's happened down in Alabama.
Was the first? Oh,
Carly Russell.
Listen,
now we got this.
Carly was probably really happy that this happened to take the
Most
focus off of her.
definitely.
Because, you know, the news cycle turns and she was probably so happy that was over with.
Unfortunately, the Alabama Brawl took the spotlight.
I was tickled. I was tickled. I was proud. I was laughing. I could not, anytime it comes up, I can't stop smiling.
Man, the memes are out of control.
Oh my gosh.
For sure.
Yeah.
My favorite, who is the MVP of the whole brawl to me, is Pookie Michael Phelps. The guy that jumped in and swam.
No, that's called Aquaman.
Oh, well, they have so many names for him. But Pookie Michael Phelps was my favorite.
So if you guys don't know what happened, there was a fight between a guy that was working there. He was part of the dock, part of the river.
He was the dock captain.
Yeah, okay. And that's right. And he was trying to get these people to move, right?
Move their boat.
They would not move their boat. Mm-hmm. And so a brawl erupted. And it was like all the white people were attacking the black dock.
Yes. He got jumped.
He got jumped. Mm-hmm. And so everybody came in that was African American and they they helped him. So it was this all happened like last week on a Saturday night at 7:00 at night.
Yeah.
And by Sunday, this thing had gone
national news.
And apparently the white people, one's name is Chase Simpson. Mm-hmm. He owns a store in Selma, Alabama. Mm. And that store now is permanently closed.
Oh, wow.
It's permanently closed on Yelp because people were going on Yelp and they were saying this. But before he did that, he actually went onto his Facebook page, which he has now disabled, saying that, oh my God, I tried to stop the fight. I saw that, it was getting out of hand and I'm a business owner. And so I don't want to have that negative outlook on me. Well, more people were videoing and they saw that he was actually fighting.
No, he was all in it.
All the way in it. So he lied.
Yes.
He lied. So anyway, the business is closed. I think it was called Vassar Mini Mart. It's called Vassar Mini Mart. If you're ever in Selma, Alabama, it's Vassar Mini Mart.
And what's crazy is they can't prove that it was a hate crime.
Well, they can't.
There's not enough proof.
It's not, but they said there were witnesses there that said they heard racial slurs from somebody that was white.
Still under investigation, for sure.
I'm telling you, this right here was pure entertainment for me.
It was highly entertaining.
I enjoyed every bit of it.
And I just enjoyed all the social media. And I mean, Ricky Smiley's
oh my God, he was so funny.
Commentary was just amazing. But so prayers to Alabamians.
Absolutely.
So next we have Ciara and Russell Wilson.
And they're expecting their third child together. And they have 4 that, he claims she has a older son by future.
Yes.
And you know what? I love them.
Oh my gosh.
They are adorable.
They are so adorable. And I loved her baby reveal, her bump reveal.
Yeah.
It was so Ciara.
It was.
But I just, they're my favorite couple.
Yeah.
They're one of my favorites.
And she's got this hot song out that just dropped last week with Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown.
Yes.
And it's the cutest song. And it's really about them. That's how it's called. That's Just How We Roll.
Yeah.
So it was really about their relationship.
Oh.
It's super cute. I'm so excited for Ciara and Russell Wilson. They're a beautiful couple. Congratulations. Now it's time for reality show recap.
Yes, we have Luann and Sonya. Welcome to Crappy Lake. It's a reality series that premiered on July 9th. It's on Bravo. And, you know, Luann and Sonya are no longer a part of the New York Housewives.
Right.
Housewives of New York. And so they have gone, Andy has gotten them a show.
Yeah.
And they are on this mission for this small town in Benton, Illinois.
And one of the producers grew up in that particular place. So he's very familiar with that area.
Yes. The town had been hit really hard by COVID, and they were looking ways to revive the town. And the guy who's from there, who's a producer for Bravo, brought Luann and Sonya to the town. So in this whole show, the mayor has given them assignments to do a new playground, to revive. Oh, they want to do like a musical at the town hall there, and put on like a Follies, as they call it. I think it's highly entertaining. Tony, what do you think?
I think it's funny. I do. I mean, I think the first episode was hilarious when Sonya slept with the guy that she met at the bar.
Oh my God.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny anyway because they're totally out of their element.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, it is funny to see the Countess.
Yes.
In a small town.
Yes.
And they're going mudding.
And they're staying in the local motel.
Yeah.
And they
not hotel.
Motel. That's what. Yeah.
Correct.
And she brought in her brother to help with the revisions for the hotel. They renovated it. So they're trying to revive this city. I think they're going to be really successful at it, and
well,
to
you
bring
know what?
more people.
Let's see what happens with this, because I bet you there could be something with this series.
Oh, no.
Like they could possibly do another small town.
They're onto something.
Yeah,
they're onto something. And Andy Cohen loves it.
Yeah,
he thinks it's the funniest
We love
thing.
You, Andy Cohen.
Yes, we do, honey. We do. Yes, we do.
So next is My Strange Addiction, Still Addicted. This premiered on, well, it's on Max. It's also on TLC, but it premiered on Max on July 19th. And this was your gig. You digged it.
So 10 years later, they've come back to do some check-ins on people with these strange addictions. And let me just say, there's some people out there with some issues. So there was a lady who, ever since she was probably the young age of 9, loved to eat toilet paper. And to see this woman eat it is like, I've never seen it, how it rolls up. It's like cotton candy going in her mouth.
But I just don't understand how you digest it.
So she did go to the doctor, and the doctor told her, if you continue this, toilet paper has a lot of bleach in it. And this eventually is not going to look good for you. Oh, and then she seasons it, girl, with detergent and a, what do you call it? You put the little thing you put into the dryer.
Like a fabric softener?
She puts fabric softener, and she puts a paper towel over it and lets it marinate.
Yummy.
And she said,
oh my gosh, yummy. Wow.
It's the most insane thing. And then my man who sniffs tuna. Wow. And drinks the juice.
That's disgusting.
It goes on and on and on.
This actually premiered in 2010 on TLC. I am a huge TLC fan.
Yes,
I love
me too.
My 600-Pound Life.
Love it.
Do you?
Absolutely.
I didn't know you like that.
Absolutely.
Oh, we have to talk about. I don't know where they are right now.
Yeah.
Because I think there's been some legal issues going on with them, but I love that. That's like my favorite.
Well, Tammy and her sister, like I follow them.
Yeah, the 1,000-pound sisters.
Yes.
You know, Tammy's husband died.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Tammy's husband passed away. It's a couple months ago. And they just got married.
I know.
He was crazy about her.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, it focuses on people's compulsive behavior.
Yes.
So you guys need to check that out. It is wild. If you are ever watching TLC, the Learning Channel.
Yeah. Okay.
It gives you everything you need to know not to do.
Highly entertaining.
It is.
We highly recommend it.
Yeah. Next is documentary recap.
Yes.
Okay, so documentary recap, we're talking about Untold, which is a doc series that premieres on Netflix. And it's typically following sports stories. We love a good sports documentary. And so they've been doing this since 2021.
Yeah.
And it's come back and it's got 4 shows already. 2 have started airing. The first one is on the Untold of Jake Paul, the problem child. And Jake Paul started his career in September of 2013. And it was him and his brother just goofing off, posting videos. Yeah. And they went on YouTube and it blew up from there, where he got a contract with Disney. I mean, they
quit high school, moved to LA.
Yeah.
And he auditioned for a Disney show, got on. He was only on there for like 2 years or something like that.
He was.
But then he wasn't well liked by a lot of people. He's
just an online prankster.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of people just didn't like his pranks. And so he decides to get into boxing. Yeah. Right. And so like these diehard boxers are like, this dude is a YouTube star. You are not a boxer. Like, we started boxing at age 6 years old and here you are, you're new to this thing, but he's killing it.
Yeah. He really good.
Really killing it. So I'm gonna tell you something. I really like this documentary. He did get into some trouble
he did.
On YouTube because he was posting.
Well, he found the dead body. They were in a forest called Suicide Forest, which is crazy. And he posted the body that was found. I think it might have been hanging from a tree or something to that effect. Yeah. But what I also liked was the cameo shots from Mike Tyson and his commentary and how, he gave his perspective on him. And he was like, look, crazy sells. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, I respect him.
He said crazy fills seats.
Yes.
That's what he said. Crazy fills seats. Yes. Yeah.
And how, he's just talking all this mess to these fighters. And, he was owning up to it until the last one, which was with Fury. Yeah. But I loved how Fury said to him, man, like you said, I've been boxing since I was 6. You've been doing this for 3 years. Yeah. I must say I'm impressed.
But you know what else, Tiffany, I liked about it is that Fury's dad got it.
Yes.
He got it that this is a business and let's go out here and make this money. Let's make this thing about a fake beef that we got and let's figure it out, because he said, okay, you got the Paul family over here and you got the Fury family. We got something in common, and who knew that we were going to be doing this on this stage. Yeah. Yeah. I loved it. It was
champagne
really
moment for sure.
100% champagne moment.
Yeah.
But you never know what can happen when you start out on YouTube.
Never.
Never know.
But of course, they're pioneers of the game. I mean, before anybody was really, they're heavy influencers. Yeah. But, and one other thing, what about his relationship with his dad and how he struggled with that? Another thing, what we are finding about these people are these relationships, abusive relationships they've had with their parents.
Yeah. And it was interesting because the other brother said, his other brother, Logan, they had a competitive thing with each other, but they really, truly loved each other.
Yes.
But Logan said that Jake said the father was abusive, but Logan didn't necessarily say it was that for him. So I guess it's a matter of perspective,
Yeah.
But that's
and the dad seemed, is within their lives. I mean, he's just like a tough guy. This is how he was raised, all that. But definitely check it out.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed it. The next one, we're staying with the whole sports theme, which is Untold, which is Johnny Manziel. Johnny Football. I remember this so well.
Loved it.
That was such a good one. He was a freshman in Texas A&M. He was a quarterback, and he actually won the Heisman Trophy. And no freshman has ever done that.
Never,
ever done that.
This right here, I could not get enough of.
Yeah.
If you could see my notes, I was just typing all my thoughts about it. I knew about Johnny Football, but I didn't know the depths of how this fame came to him so suddenly.
And he couldn't handle it.
Could not handle it.
He thought he could. And he did for a while. But really and truly, he couldn't handle it. You're talking about somebody that went to a Power 5 school, right? You go to Texas A&M. You're making that school so much money. And this is way before the NIL deals are coming into effect. Yep. Thank God for NIL deals. Yep. But this is before all the NIL deals were coming into effect. And so what you were doing, and what he was doing, I should say, was he was taking money under the table for signing autographs.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a 19-year-old kid, an 18, 19-year-old kid, getting $30,000 a pop just to sign autographs.
Yeah. flying back and forth to
goodness.
Miami
Yeah.
just to sign this. He said at age 19, he had $100,000 under his bed.
Yeah.
But he had to get creative. His best friend was like his agent, his handler,
Yep.
who I absolutely loved in the documentary.
Yeah.
But he found a way to funnel the money into his grandfather's
And he
bank
said
account.
his grandfather was a G. He said, my grandfather was a G. He was like, Granddaddy, I need to send you this money and you write me a check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loved it.
I thought it also showed how parents can lose control.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because he was making so much money, he didn't really need them.
Yeah.
You know, he talked about when they did the Alabama game and they beat Alabama.
Amazing
and when
game.
he came out, his life was never the same.
He said the thing he was looking for is he's looking for his parents.
Mm-hmm.
He never found his parents because everybody was on him. And that's how fame happens, right? That's when he said, everybody's like, give me your autograph, give me this. How scary is that?
It's so scary.
When you're not ready to accept that, and I don't even know if anybody really ever is, but think about that as 19-year-old Tiffany.
No, it's
Oh
insane.
my God.
Like my head's gonna be big as his house.
Absolutely.
Like there's nothing you're gonna be able to tell me.
You can't prepare for that.
Yeah.
You cannot prepare for that.
I mean, and then it just took a tragic turn.
He went to the draft.
Sophomore year.
And I remember this. I was watching this draft.
I do remember this.
And he was picked up later on. It was still the
22nd.
first round. It was 22nd, but it's still the first round. And I remember everybody kept saying, when is Johnny Football going to get picked? When is he going to get picked? And he was like 22. So he goes to Cleveland Browns, right? And going to the NFL is a lifetime. That is what you work the hardest for ever, is to get to the NFL. He gets to the NFL and hates it.
I know. Well, like he
All
said,
the pressure.
He's a frat boy, but he didn't have his fraternity
But
anymore.
his frat was what?
The
football.
The football.
Football was his frat.
football team in college.
Yeah.
And clearly all of his issues that he had and troubles made him go low in the draft.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting hooked on drugs.
Bipolar.
Yeah. And he was just struggling. And I thought it was interesting. His dad was like, I got to cut him loose.
Yeah. You have to, at some point, you just got to wash your hands
I
of
have
it.
to cut him loose.
Yeah.
And what broke my heart was when he talked about how low he got for, suicidal.
Oh, yeah.
And was like, I want to get as low as I can so it can make sense.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah.
But he's still a frat boy.
Yeah, he is.
All his
He
friends.
likes to party.
He getting high in his house. Like,
think about this. Think about his agent. I loved his agent.
Yeah.
And his agent was saying how they were trying to get him prepared for the combine.
Yeah.
Right. They said for 2 months,
Dude.
you're going to eat right. You're going to train. You're going to go to sleep. You're going to work. You're going to do everything that you're supposed to do to be that athlete.
That's right.
The day
of, girl. Couldn't help himself.
Couldn't help himself.
The day
he went
before,
to a party.
yeah.
Went
Yeah.
to a party. And just
raged out. And he was like, oh God.
I mean,
there it is. It's gone.
that is such a burden to bear that I just don't see how anybody, I think in our age, our generation, we're generation what? What are we, generation whatever, X or whatever.
I guess.
We seize the opportunity.
Yeah.
A lot of us do. A lot of us probably don't. If I was a guy and I was able to go to the NFL, I'm not messing that up.
Yeah.
I'm not messing that up.
I mean, it was just given to him too soon.
I'm not messing that up.
Too quick, too
Yeah.
soon.
Mm-mm.
But great story.
That is
champagne moment.
Awesome.
As you can
Champagne
tell,
moment.
we went on and on and on
Yeah,
about it.
we
but
really like that one. Yeah.
We really like
Yeah,
that.
we did.
Hey guys, this segment is brought to you by our amazing sponsor.
Make sure you go to colonelsnashville.com to get the Tony and Tiff mix, where you can get 10% off if you use the code TTMix.
Yes, and make sure you get some of that sweet heat and frosty.
Which one are you?
I'm sweet heat today.
I'm frosty, I guess. Now it's time for drama recap.
Yes, The Shy season 6, the drama series is back. And it premiered August 6th on what is that, Showtime?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Showtime. And it started with a bang, honey. Duda is one of my favorite villains.
He's smart.
He's very smart. He's temperamental. He's fine, well dressed. He's the perfect villain.
Yeah.
But he holds nothing back.
Yeah.
In the first season. So, and I love the kids. They're all grown up.
Oh, it's all about the kids.
It's all about the kids.
Yeah, it really is. It's a kid show. It really is, but it's grown up stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Victor won his councilman race. So it's going to be interesting to see how he works for the community and going forward. So it's one of my favorites. Wonderful. Champagne moment.
Yep. Next, you got Physical.
Physical. It's a comedy. Physical. And it's just like that. Drama series. It's the third and final seasons on Apple TV. It's based on a character called Sheila Rubin, who's played by Rose Byrne, who is knocking it out the park. She is a housewife back in the 1980s who took physical fitness with the Jane Fondas and all of that. And it's just showing her rise in her place in that.
Okay.
But she has a lot of demons, because it wouldn't be a show without that. And she has another voice in her head that which she's narrating, is the MVP of the show. And she's bulimic. She's always in her head. She's always trying to succeed. But I really love it. I hate to see it go. Y'all check it out. It's a champagne moment for me, for sure.
So the next one is Painkiller, which is it premiered on Netflix. It's a 6-part documentary that is starring Matthew Broderick, which is Ferris Bueller.
Yes, right? Killing it. And Uzo.
Uzo, let me tell you something. She's amazing in this. Amazing in this. So this is about the opioids and the OxyContin epidemic that happened with Purdue Pharmaceutical.
Yes.
And this is all about them trying to take it down. And Uzo is really the catalyst that took all of this down. She's
an investigator for the district attorney's office.
Yep.
And it starts with her doing Medicare fraud at a doctor's office who's overcharging for x-rays. She digs a little deeper.
Finds out. Did you see Blacksburg, Virginia?
I did not.
It was in
was that the pharmacy?
No, they were showing, there was a guy that was he was having this man go and get all these prescriptions.
Okay,
and then, that far. Okay, he would get all these prescriptions and then he would get back in the truck. But they were in Blacksburg, Virginia. And I got so tickled because Blacksburg's, obviously, you know why. But it all really started in Virginia. That's where it all started, in Virginia. And this is the thing that was crazy. They were very successful with the pharmaceutical reps that were going out and just, talking to all of these doctors. And apparently the higher the dosage that you prescribe, the more money that you make.
Yep.
That's the more bonus that they would make. And it's really, really sad because some of the families, every episode starts out with a family member, a true story saying that, hey, my son passed away from the opioid, blah, blah, blah. But the family that's inside the actual show that they're covering for the 6 episodes, very relatable family.
Yes.
This father, he has a thriving business. He's a mechanic. He falls and hurts his back. Yeah. His son was playing around, right? Yeah. He hurts his back. And that's how he got hooked on opioids. And it's so easy to happen because you can't turn back. I mean, it's hard to turn back once you get on it.
Yep.
You know,
highly addictive.
You losing your family. You're selling. He sold all the tools in his business just to get high.
It's so sad.
It's ridiculous. It's very sad.
This is also another version. Dope Sick.
Dope Sick. Yep.
Which was on Hulu, which was another good one.
Yep.
I feel like this one is giving a little bit more history of how the family that owned Purdue got here.
That's right.
Matthew Broderick.
He's killing it.
He is killing it.
He is really playing that Richard Seiler, whatever the last name is, Seiler, whatever. He is killing this episode. I can see a bit of the similarities with the one in Hulu.
Yeah.
Because the guy was so extremely awkward. And all they kept talking about was pain and pleasure.
That's right.
Pain and pleasure. And all they thought about was the money.
Yeah.
Like, we're forever going to be rich.
Absolutely.
It's a champagne moment.
It is. It's really good.
And I think that the Purdue, from that, they had to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
They did.
And they're still, and it something was on them today.
Oh,
on
really?
Today's show, but I didn't get to see it. So.
Yeah, it broke them.
Yeah, but you guys need to check it out. It's called Painkiller. It's 6 episodes and it is on Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next we have movie recap.
Yes.
Plain action thriller movie on Stars. Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter are the 2 stars in this. highly, highly action-packed. I highly recommend this. It's from beginning to end. It is never a dull moment.
Right.
But Gerard plays the pilot of a plane that has to make an emergency landing. And they end up on this island where there's no police. There's nothing but basically thieves, robbers, and drug dealers. But it's all about him rescuing the passengers and getting them safely. But it's so good. It keeps you on the edge of your seat.
And this is on Prime Video as well, right?
It is.
Catch it on Prime Video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah, so check it out.
Yeah. So now it's time for What You Watching.
What you watching?
How to Become a Cult Leader on Netflix. Have you watched this yet?
I have not yet, but I'm going to tune in.
Okay, so
Tony has gotten me on these documentaries, honey. I am feeling. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But this one, you're going to like it.
Okay.
Because it's narrated by Peter Dinklage.
Oh.
Yes, Game of Thrones. He's our dude in Game of Thrones. But they focus on different cult leaders and how they manipulate these people that, you know, may not have ever been accepted into certain cliques. You know how they are. But they talk about, they have the foundation of what the cult leaders do. They usually, they build your foundation. Like, you make you feel loved and, you know, you weren't accepted and come on over here and you're not awkward. You're cool, you know. Yeah. Then they grow their flock. So they find other people like that, right? Then they reform their minds. Like, you know, the world that you knew, they didn't love you, but see how we loved you? You see what I'm saying? And then they promise eternity, like you're going to go to heaven or you're going to always have riches and you're going to do this as long as they control their image and become immortal, as long as you follow me.
It's predators.
It is.
They're predators.
It is.
I mean, it is. So it's kind of like the guide to how to become a cult leader.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a guide to how to become. That's what it's called. How to become a cult leader. But I know they have Jim Jones. Remember that Jim Jones case? Yeah. They have Charles Manson. It is a really good one. I suggest everybody take a look at it. It is. It's a good one. Okay. It's a good one.
Winning Time, the rise of the Lakers dynasty.
I'm so glad.
Series.
I'm glad this is back.
It's season 2 is back.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
100%.
But I tell you, the cinematography on this series makes it so believable.
They make it vintage. Oh. It's like you're going back to 1980, 1983 when the cinematography was that way.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's genius. And the people that they have playing, you know, for Magic Johnson.
Jerry Buss.
Perfect. Norm Nixon.
Oh, his son.
It's his son playing Norm. He's playing his dad.
He's super cute too.
He is a dog.
Devon Nixon is his name.
Yes.
Super cute.
So
super
talented.
Cute. Yes.
I mean, he had his first debut in Snowfall. But he's an amazing actor.
Yes, he is. He's super cute.
But this right here, I often wonder, how does Magic feel about this?
I know. I wonder about that too. It is very, it's kind of damaging too. But you know what? I guess he's living in his truth. I don't know.
And Poe Cookie. Girl.
Oh, Cookie. She really loved him though. She really loved. She hung on in there.
And girl, I forgot about the other
baby.
Son.
Yep.
Because you know, if you Google Magic, he hardly talks about.
Like he does bring out that oldest one.
But when you Google,
it doesn't come up.
It only mentions the 3 children.
Oh, okay. It doesn't.
His name is Andre.
Okay,
but
we all know EJ.
Yes, we do.
We know EJ.
We do.
We like EJ. We do like EJ, but we do know EJ.
He brings it
sure.
back.
He does. He definitely does.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, champagne moment. Oh, and Adrian Brody is playing Pat Riley
to a T. His voice, the hair, everything.
You guys got to watch
it. No, it's perfect.
So authentic.
I agree.
And amazing.
I agree.
The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart premiered on Prime Video. It's a drama series. And it's starring my girl Sigourney.
I'm going to check that out because
check it out.
I like Sigourney Weaver.
And it's all about a lot of trauma. It's based around a 9-year-old who's raised by her grandmother. And she set fire to a farm which her parents owned and killed them. But the daddy was abusive. It's very deep.
Okay.
It's
dark.
Actually, it's dark.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's based on a novel that was done. I'm still in it, but I highly recommend it. It's a good watch.
Little known history fact.
Okay.
Sigourney Weaver's dad created Today's Show.
Did not know that.
Yes, he did. created
love
today.
her.
I do too. That's why it's like, gosh, I need to check that out. I like her.
Yeah, check her out.
Yeah.
Well,
that's it. Thanks, guys, so much for joining us. We're so excited. We're taping a little bit of a different time than we usually do. So I'm probably extremely excited. I'm like, But anyway, thanks for joining us. And make sure you go to our YouTube page, which is Popcorn and Champagne.
Yes, and follow us, like us, subscribe.
Yep.
Instagram, popcorn_champagne. I can't talk today, but I love y'all. Maybe it's, the time.
It's the time. It's the time. It's the time. Make sure you go to colonelsnashville.com to get the Tony and Tiff mix. Use the code TTMix and you'll get 10% off.
Yes, ma'am.
And Chris Joyner, I can't talk now. Chris Jenner, give us a call, please.
Andy, we want to be on the show, please.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
All right. Mwah.
I was only looking for a friend.